Narcissists do not miss you when they break up with you. They miss owning you, and I know you know that. When you give a narcissist your full attention, your love, softness, and your care, they start to look at you with disgust as if they can't digest it or what you're doing is ugly. But why? They cannot handle abundance. I call it deprivation complex. They only function properly when something is missing. When love is scarce, they rise to the challenge. When it is freely flowing, they short circuit. When you are available, kind, loyal, and open, they get bored. They resent it. But the second you pull back, when you stop overgiving and chasing, they come alive. The moment you create distance, their obsession kicks in. You become magnetic because your absence makes them feel deprived. And that deprivation fuels their desire to win you back, just to conquer you all over again. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. The topic for today's episode is why you become attractive to a narcissist after breakup. Now, before we get started, something very important to share with you. On June 5th, it's my birthday, and on that day, I'm doing a free workshop on thriving after narcissistic abuse. It's happening in 3 chapters, 5th, 9th, and 12th. And booking has been going on for 2 days. 2,000 seats have already been taken, and we may have to close the booking soon. So book your spot right now by clicking the link in the description or the I button above. When you break up with a narcissist, you trigger a dormant instinct with them, the predatory thrill of reclaiming lost territory. Your absence isn't seen as a consequence of their actions. Rather, it becomes a challenge to their sense of control. This sudden independence flips a primal switch in their brain, activating a twisted competitive urge to pull you back into their orbit. Think about a cat hunting a mouse. The cat catches its prey but often does not kill it immediately. Instead, it lets the mouse go, watches it freeze, and loses interest as long as the mouse plays dead. But when the mouse starts to move a little, when it shows signs of life and a desperate desire for freedom, what does the cat do? The cat's instincts surge. The chase resumes, more thrilling and intense than before. Why does the cat do so? For the exhilaration that comes from domination and the adrenaline rush that comes from proving power. Narcissists behave exactly the same way. Your freedom signals their loss of power, and this loss ignites their urge to chase, to reclaim what they believe belongs to them and them only. Suddenly, the person who once barely noticed your existence becomes hyper-focused on every detail of your life. Your glow-up, newfound confidence, your blossoming self-respect, all of these become irresistible targets. Your silence becomes louder than your words ever were. And your peace, it infuriates them precisely because it does not revolve around the drama. When the narcissist comes back, though, a lot of people think, maybe they have come back, they have realized what they have lost. That doesn't happen. That never happens. Narcissists do not chase you because they suddenly realize your worth. They chase because your independence is a direct insult to their inflated ego. Your growth is perceived as a threat. Your boundaries are an act of betrayal. The stronger you become, the more they are drawn to you out of a dark desire to dismantle your strength. To them, breaking you down again after you have rebuilt yourself feels like the ultimate victory. They find you so attractive all of a sudden that they transform into the version of themselves you begged for during the relationship. They will speak gently, mirror your values, pretend to awaken emotionally, spiritually, even morally. For a moment, they become exactly what you have always wanted them to be because it is a calculated strategy designed to lure you back into their trap, which tells us they know how to be nice but do not want to be because it's not interesting. They don't get anything out of it. When you give in and return, believing their performance, you're immediately punished. You pay a heavy price for daring to leave, for daring to believe you could survive without them. Your return is met with cruelty, indifference, or even outright vengeance, reinforcing the traumatic bond and embedding a deeper, harsher cycle of emotional abuse. This is called reverse chase. The truth that many struggle to accept is that the narcissist's attraction to your newly found independence isn't about admiration. It's about the challenge your independence presents. Your autonomy triggers their insecurity, their envy, and ultimately their sadistic impulses. They see your emotional stability as a direct threat and your departure as an act of rebellion. To the narcissist, every healed part of you is another battlefield to reclaim. The healthier and more vibrant you become, the more determined they grow to shatter your peace. Why? Because defeating someone strong feels more rewarding than overpowering someone already weak. That's what you need to remember. This twisted game is rooted deeply in their psychological wiring. Predatory motivation driven by a rush of dopamine, the biological thrill of reclaiming control. So why do narcissists find you so irresistible once you have left? It's because you are no longer predictable, compliant. Your unpredictability creates excitement, even though they hate it. Your independence signals defiance, and your growth sparks envy. They're compelled not by love or regret, but by an instinctual, predatory drive to restore dominance, to reclaim ownership, and to reassert power. It's crucial to understand all of this, because if they come back, you might think, oh, they've changed. No, their kindness is used as manipulation. They use their promises as dangling hope they never intend to fulfill. The truth is, these are strategic performances designed to entrap you one more time. Your strength, your boundaries, and peace, these are your greatest defenses and your most powerful truths. So you must guard them fiercely no matter what. Remember, the narcissist's chase isn't proof of your worth. Your ability to remain free and unshaken, an invitation for them to return. It's your declaration of independence, a statement of your strength, and the ultimate victory over their toxicity. That is what you should take it as. Don't be driven by that rush. Give in, because it's a game that you will end up losing. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.